I'm Bobby Messano, and I'm at Summerfest 2014. Paint it red. That's a hard one because, playing with Steve Wynwood was one of the best things I ever did in my life, and I was a huge fan of his. But, truthfully for me, being my own artist and having people come to see me now and having all those first-round Grammy nominations and being in the Blues Hall of Fame is like better than doing anything with anybody else. So that's like the best thing ever. It's you're your own boss, and people actually, I tell people it's like being a truck driver, and you drive all over the place, and then you walk on a stage and play, and people applaud for you driving your truck. So it's great, man. That's about the best thing ever. Summerfest. I love Summerfest. I'm not kidding. This is like one of the greatest things. And we're on the U-Line stage this year, and my band showed up, and a couple of them have done a lot of touring and stuff, and they were like, yeah, this is the stage. And my keyboard player, Freddie Gasparini, who has never toured before, saw the stage and went, oh my. And I went, yeah. I said, I did arenas and coliseums and stadiums for years, and Summerfest is one of the coolest ever, seriously. Well, I started playing, when I started playing, I was listening to the Beatles and stuff, and then I started listening to R&B back then and Philly soul and everything, and then I started listening to B.B. King way back when I was a kid, but the thing is my career changed because I did 10 years as a rock musician and as a rock session player, doing big tours with Lou Gramm and Steve Winwood and all these people, and I went back to doing this 24 years ago this year. I went back to doing a blues or blues rock or contemporary blues thing because that's what I felt most comfortable with. So that's what drew me to it initially, and now I'm back to doing that, and it's because you can tell a story. You can tell a story with your guitar, and you can tell a story with your lyrics. And that, to me, is all important in music. So probably the reasons there. Truthfully, I draw, one of the great things about doing blues music or contemporary blues music is I get to draw from what's going on in my life every day, which is usually incredible turmoil. And so most of my records are based on divorces or breakups. But the good thing is I can actually write about it and write about it for real. I say every night, no, not every night, but I say a lot of the nights at the shows that it's great to do blues that somebody else did, but I didn't pick cotton, and I didn't, live in a dust bowl, but I've gone through divorces and people dying in my life and hard times and bankruptcies and things, and I draw from that, and that's, Deltaville came from that, but not that I speak too much, which I do. But Welcome to Deltaville is actually about a town called Deltaville in Virginia that I fell in love with. And it's just a great little town, and I wanted to write this peaceful song about a place that I went to and I loved, and that's why it's Welcome to Deltaville. But, it's pretty much from inside I get all my inspiration and what's going on daily, If it's in you, you will find a way to do it. And for me, the best thing I can say is speak from your soul, speak from your heart when you're playing and you're writing. Because even if nobody else gets it, you'll get it and you'll understand, and eventually somebody will. So it's a great, it's a really tough business. And despite all of the changes, and people saying it's easier maybe, and it's better with the net. Again, I'm on the net more than anybody on the face of the planet. You have to work 24/7, and you have to believe in everything you're doing. And even then, it's going to be the hardest thing you ever did. But when you get to the end of it, no matter what the end is, you're going to sit back and go, man, I wrote some great songs and played some great shows, and that's it. I turned my age, which is old, and I'm still doing it, and I love every second of every day doing this.